I'm in my mid-20s. It's March and I'm sitting at my desk in the corner of the living room of my one-bedroom apartment. I'm staring at the computer screen, just praying for an email. I'm not waiting for any email in particular. Literally any email will do, especially if it's a gig offer. It had been 9 years since my first payday as a professional magician, and 5 years since going full-time. And things are going well enough. The bills are paid, there's always food on the table, and we're not in debt. My fiancée is working on her master's, trying to become a psychotherapist for kids in at-risk families. She's at class all day, and I'm working magic gigs at night. And my schedule is full, except when it's not. Back when I was 16, dreaming of being a professional magician, I never imagined that at this stage of my career, I would still be unsure where my next gig was coming from. Plus, I'm still getting requests for 5-year-old birthday parties, even though I've literally never done a kids' magic show in my life. And I'm just thinking, God, I gotta fix the messaging on my website. But somehow, the next gig always comes. And somehow, I had continued to increase my income by at least 10% every single year since I'd been in business. And at that moment, an email pops up. And I know what it's gonna say. Hey, Mr. Miller, we found you on Google. What are your rates? My daughter's having a Harry Potter themed birthday party next Saturday, and we're looking for a magician. I click on Google Calendar. I'm free next Saturday. Maybe I should just do it. Money is money, right? And Lindsay's student loans are only growing. Pretty soon that no debt fantasy is gonna come to an end. And with that realization, I open the email. And this is what it says. Hi, Brian. I'm the vice president of my high school's National Honor Society, and we've taken on the task of planning graduation this year. I think you would be a great inspiration to both the graduating students as well as the students who still have a year left at this school. Thanks for your consideration. I scoop my jaw up off the ground and immediately start typing a response. To be fair, I'm paranoid. If there's anything I've learned in nearly a decade in business, it's that I am not special. They probably reached out to at least 5 people, and whoever answers first is gonna get the gig. So we jump on a phone call and seal the deal. A few hours later, Lindsay gets home from school, and over dinner, sitting at our tiny IKEA table, 3 feet from my desk and 3 inches from the couch, I tell her the good news. I'm gonna give the commencement speech at a local high school. And she said, wow, that's amazing. Like, what are you gonna talk about? I said, well, they asked me to talk about how I became a successful magician and to relate some lessons from that to their graduating seniors. And in that moment, I realized for the very first time in 9 years that I was successful. And to be fair, success wasn't anything like I imagined. I was not flying first class to gigs, we didn't live in a 10-bedroom house, and we weren't taking swanky European vacations. But I was supporting Lindsay through her master's degree, covering all her living and leisure expenses as a self-employed magician. I mean, I did card tricks for a living. It was pretty good. We had a loving relationship, great friends, and our health. And yet, a cold email from a 17-year-old kid changed my entire life. Not because they paid me. I mean, the pay at that time was less than half what I was getting for my regular magic gigs, but because he saw me in a way I had never seen myself. Successful. In the 12 months that followed, I delivered a TEDx talk, became a viral sensation, nearly doubled my income, and transitioned into the world of professional speaking. Plus, Lindsay finished her master's and became a therapist. Labels are really powerful. It's best when we can assign them to ourselves, but sometimes it takes an outsider to see us for who we really are. And isn't that an incredible gift that we get to give to others? It costs us nothing, but it changes everything. So my name is Brian Miller. I'm a former professional magician turned author, speaker, and consultant on human connection. And if you want to stop cringing and start connecting, I have a great resource for you. 7 ways to talk to anyone without looking like an idiot. You can get it right here for free at softskillsarehard.com. And to dive deeper into the topic of labels and the stories we tell ourselves, click the video on the screen right now.